What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hammer, and I am back with another pre-workout review. And man, I am feeling good today. I took a stim break, and I've been a couple days back into the gym, and it's just been killer workout after killer workout. And today was no different, and that was in part due to something I'm holding in my hands right now, and that is Psycho Pump from Nemesis Nutrition. Now, this brand has so quickly become one of my favorite brands, newer brands. You guys might have heard of their Psycho Stim pre-workout. I tried that one. It's a hitter. It's one of my favorite non-illicit pre's I have right now. Just freaking solid pre-workout. I have a review up on that one, but they came out with Psycho Pump, and as soon as they dropped the label for this, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have this. So, before I even get into the pre-workout, there are some companies that are obviously big conglomerate companies, and they ran the way they are. There's some companies that are just churning out by the numbers products. And then there's companies like this who, it's a smaller company, it's a newer company. The owner is a freaking bodybuilder, so he is using these products himself. He's trying to make good stuff that he knows works, that he is in the real world. He's not trying to make a quick buck. He's trying to make a quality line of supplements that stand out, and they really do. And the pump is no different, man. So yeah, man, I'm just a really big fan of the company, and this one's no different. So let's get into it. They sent me the Arctic Insanity flavor, and he said it's kind of like what is it, the white Gatorade? And man, this was. Let me tell you how tasty this was, because not only was this a good flavor, but I ran this with Firestorm today. And for anyone who knows, Firestorm is a pretty freaking nasty pre. You open it and it's got the typical sticky label pre smell, and it's just not good. And it tends to kind of, no matter what you mix it with, it's going to kind of taint taint the entire potion, if you will. But this was able to cut through. I actually tried a little bit. I tried this just by the flavor on its own one day. It was really great. Mixing it with Firestorm, and it was able to make the pre actually pretty drinkable. So let's get into this label. What are they giving you? So this is a non-stim product, so there's no stimulants in here. We got 8 grams of pure citrulline, 3 grams of hydroprime glycerol. That's that glycerol that it ain't clumping it all in here. You got betaine at 2,500 milligrams for that good power output. 1,000 milligrams of agmatine sulfate. Agmatine is a brand that you see in dark labs a lot, but you see going away from a lot of pre-workouts. And I don't know why, because not only does it inhibit the breakdown of like the arginine in your blood, so it's going to prolong the pump you get, but it also has some nootropic activity in the brain that basically keeps you a little bit more sensitive to stimulants over time. So agmatine is a great freaking ingredient, and I'm glad they kept it in here. Taurine at 1 gram, which is going to be good for keeping, it's not necessarily a hydration ingredient, but it kind of, it regulates the hydration in your body, if you will. Vasodrive AP at 508 milligrams. That is a very freaking good ingredient. Probably, maybe that and nitrates are like right up there with my favorite pump ingredients to see. Beyond that, they have pine bark at 400 milligrams. I don't know if I've seen pine bark dose that high. Maybe in the pollen stuff, but a lot of times you'll see it like 250. They got Norvaline at 200. So, man, you see this label, you expect pumps, you get freaking pumps. There's honestly not too much to say besides, damn, it works. It stands above a lot of the other pump products on the market, and it's just a quality, good tasting, solid pump product to have. Even if you ran this at a half serving, it would be good to add to a lot of pre-workouts. I took it at the full serving, man. There's a lot of people who say things like, oh, you get diminishing returns if you go citrulline past like 10 grams. And it's like, yeah, that's technically true, but realistically, you're probably getting diminishing returns after like 4 grams. Like you get like the best effect at like 4, and then like every additional gram, it's like, yeah, it's helping more and more, but you're not going to get like, there's not an infinite amount to take, and there's obviously going to be like, if you stack this with the Psycho Stim, for example, which I can't wait to do, you're going to get a total of, I believe, 16 grams of citrulline. It's like, yeah, you're going to get diminishing returns, but it's not like it's not doing anything. It's going to do something. And I always think of it this way, like for all of these ingredients, like people seem to understand a lot of stuff is dosed by body weight. So if you're telling me 10 grams is the efficacious dose for a 150-pound pencil neck stack of dimes for a neck to use in his pre-workout, you're telling me your boy Hammer at 275 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, that I can't handle 16 grams of citrulline? I'm telling you, I can handle 16 grams of citrulline. I'm not going to say you need that much, but I wouldn't be afraid to stack this on any pre-workout that has 6 to 8 grams of citrulline already in it. You're going to be just fine. It's going to do the thing. It's going to hit. You're going to have a pump basically your whole freaking workout. I went in today and basically from my first set on, I was freaking pumped. My arms hurt so bad doing biceps that I actually ended up cutting the workout short. Not just like I did my first 2 movements, and I was gonna do a third one. I was like, you know what? I don't even think I could get a full rep if I wanted to. So man, is there anything else more to say about how good a pump could get? So realistically, is there much more to say? It's one of the better pump products on the market. It's definitely not what I would call a stim-free pre-workout, where if you wanted a stim-free pre-workout, you might want to see beta-alanine in there, you might want to see some nootropics in there. This isn't that. But that's something I actually enjoy about this product, because you're seeing in a lot of pump products now, like they'll randomly throw in, 600 milligrams of alpha GPC, which is great in theory, but then it's like you're running it sometimes with a pre-workout that already has 800 milligrams of alpha GPC. And it's like, I know I just went on my rant about diminishing returns of citrulline not mattering, but when it comes to something like a choline donor, which alpha GPC is, when you start getting too much of that could cause headaches, that could cause weird brain fog, it could do like weird things. So it's just like, this has no nonsense in there that doesn't belong. It's just a perfect utility pump product to have. I have a couple of them. They're always freaking handy, because you're always going to have a couple products that are either just like the pure stim hitters, like, like a Psychotic or like a Tweak or like a Flame by Dark Labs, or you have pre-workouts that are pretty freaking good, but they could use a little bit more of the pump. And especially when you're training something like chest or arms or back, like you just want the juicy pumps. Psycho Pump delivers. It's a freaking, it's just a quality supplement, a quality brand. They're known for going above and beyond on their customer service if you're ordering direct from them. And then if you want, Nutricartel picked them up, I believe. I know I saw the Psycho Stim on there. But anyways, if you pick this up at Nutricartel, use code HAMMER for a sweet discount, save yourself some cash. And there's really not much more to say, man. A pump product is a pump product, but a good one is a freaking nice thing to have, man. Really happy that I got my hands on this. Big thanks to Nemesis. They've been super supportive of me. That's one thing, I like to tag them in some posts whenever I'm using their stuff, whenever I'm wearing their stuff. They go above and beyond. They share it to their stories. They like to shout you out. Just a cool brand all around, man. So if this is one you haven't checked out, I definitely recommend checking it out. Unique formula. They hit you from a couple different pathways. They cover your pump. They get you going, and ain't much more to say about it. So if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, click all the buttons, do all the things. Subscribe to Instagram and Twitter at Alex Hammerstone. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you for the next video.